Yo, what is good, everybody? S Crypto 101 comes to you guys with another video today, and we have another episode of B4B. In today's episode, we are talking about another project. If you don't know what B4B is, that is building for the bull run, where we look at different projects that are down significantly since the last bull run, and we look to buy the dips either for, a couple different reasons. Mostly because we think that these are eventually going to pump with some kind of narrative change in terms of, hey, meme coins are pumping right now. Maybe, zero knowledge pumps, maybe AI pumps again. We really want to try to catch those trends and get into the dips before those things take off. Or we just think that it's a good team that is continuing to build through the bear market. And then, once that bull run does come here, then it's going to be amazing. So that's really the basic concept. If you want to get a more in-depth view in terms of, whoa, what's changed? If you want to get a more in-depth view of exactly what B4B is, you can watch the last video, which tells you exactly how I break it down, how I go through looking for these projects and the things like that. So with that, make sure that you stay tuned, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, make sure you hit that bell button so you're notified as soon as these videos are released. I'm going to go ahead and get straight into it. I appreciate every single person that watches these videos. I truly do appreciate it. Every single subscriber, every single like that we get on here, it gets me excited, and that's why I can't talk right now. So we're going to go ahead and get into this video today. We are talking about a zero knowledge project. Now, if you don't know what zero knowledge is, it's pretty much projects that emphasize privacy. Zero knowledge is really just that, right? So what it is there's zero knowledge of anything in between the two transactions or the transaction that's being taken between two people. So, in terms of the details of the transactions, all that stuff is not visible to everyone else. That is just something that is more so not seen. So zero knowledge, if we come over here to Google, because Google is always our best friend. Zero knowledge proof allows you to prove the truth of a statement without sharing the statement's content or revealing how you discovered the truth. So pretty much what it is, it's, hey, it happened. We're not going to ask questions about it, right? There's a lot of situations I can think of that really kind of, allude to that. But that's pretty much what zero knowledge is. And today what we're talking about is PureFi. So if we come over here to CoinGecko, which we know is our main hub for finding these tokens, we're looking at PureFi, which is ranked 1,888 on the market cap list for CoinGecko. As you can see, it's tagged here in zero knowledge. So you can click this and look at some of the other zero knowledge tokens there as well. I chose this one just because I'm really excited by the page, and you'll see it as well, and just some of the features that they have. And I actually was even more surprised when I looked more into it to see some of the additional utility that they do have. So if we come over here to the price chart, look, like I said, a lot of the time the charts are going to look like this, and it's because it is a project that is continuing to build in the bear market. So of course, this is the peak of the bull market, and we're looking at a price of right around 40 cents. Here it says all-time high is 57 cents. All-time low is pretty much half a penny. And that was 6 months ago, and it's up 345% since then. So now what I always say is I always like to look for tokens that have not pumped up significantly since the all-time low, because if it's pumped up like 1,000,000% from the all-time low, it's kind of hard because you're in that middle place, and you don't know exactly where it's going to go. It could go 1,000,000% back down. It could go 1,000,000% back up. So I always like to get one that's more so just rebounded and has a lot more opportunity to grow. So if we're looking at a 57-cent all-time high, and another thing to remember is we're looking at all-time highs. It is possible that this thing could break all-time high. It could go 2x from all-time high, 5, 10, 100x. We never know. It's all dependent on the market and the team and the community. So sitting at a all-time high of 57 cents divided by the current price of right around 0.2, so 2 cents, it would currently be a 28.5x investment if it were to get back to all-time high. Market cap is right at 1.2 million, so still very low. I mean, we've seen so many tokens hit 1 million recently, and it takes off to 10 to 50 to 100, even some billions. Now, do I think this is going to be $1 billion market cap? I don't think that is, true, but it is possible. Anything is possible in crypto, and we have seen that. So if we come down here, we see that it is available on PancakeSwap, is on Gate.io, Bilixi, as well as Uniswap. So that tells you it is over on the Ethereum. So let's go ahead and get into some of the different links here that it does have on the side. As you can see, they have their own website. They have a Medium, Twitter, Telegram, Facebook. They're on bitcointalk.org. And then we'll actually look at that. So you can see it is on bitcointalk.org. I've actually never used this website or ever came here. So, just another resource, another forum in which they can discuss the project. The Telegram is here at 9,706 members with 205 online currently. The Twitter is 47.2K followers strong, following 66. And as you can see, they do have the roadmap that is pinned here from March 1st. And then they did have a post 7 days ago from this point, or a little bit around 7 days ago. So there is some recent activity on the Twitter page, which is good to see. And they talk about coming over to the Z-Sync chain. So that's really, really cool because we already know Z-Sync. I'm pretty sure that's a privacy related chain as well. I haven't got over there yet, but I know that this is going to be awesome to see both of those things combined together. We come over here to BSC scan to see the holder makeup and the amount of holders. We have 4,646 holders. You can see the contracts here. We have 13.6 here. We have 9.69 in Gate.io. PancakeSwap has 5.2. There's this address that has 4.27. There's PancakeSwap again that has 3.63. Another contract here for the actual contract. And then we have a couple other ones here that you can check out. So over here on Ethereum, only 404 holders, but we always know that Ethereum is usually going to have a less number of holders just because transaction fees, different things like that. If it's on BSC scan, most people are going to buy on BSC scan and not Ethereum. That's just how it works. And as you can see here with the top address holders, these are all contracts here. You have one here with 1.3%, Infinity Ventures Crypto, which is a contract, the Matic Bridge, Uniswap, and then we have another one here. So that's what the holder makeup looks like. This is the Medium over here. You can see that they do publish pretty frequently. Looks like maybe once or twice a month. So like we already talked about, this is going to be some of the same stuff that's on their Twitter. So you can definitely come here and look at some of the things that they're doing. Z-Sync, Safe Transact, which is a new realm of transactional protection across the Web3. So they're doing a lot of cool things here. And what's even cooler is the website. We got to check this one out because I was pleasantly surprised by all the different things that they have built into this, because I think of, zero privacy as, some kind of like my interaction with zero privacy has been a bridge or, maybe like Tornado Cash or different things like that. But this is definitely a little bit different and has a lot more utility built into it. So PureFi is the only gateway for onboarding institutional money to DeFi. Be compliant, remain decentralized, and stay anonymous. Like we already talked about, you can get this on PancakeSwap, QuickSwap, Uniswap, and then the different exchanges here. Compliance tools allow it to bring TradeFi into DeFi, and it talks about all of the world's institutional capital markets and how much money is in that, and how there has to be some way to have privacy when it comes to getting some of that into the DeFi market. So the different products that they do provide here is the AML risk score, which pretty much is telling you, hey, the person that you are transacting with is either, a risky person in terms of, they might have some money that's from, it said like the dark web and like some different places that you just don't want to have. You don't want to really transact with somebody because you never know if that could be dirty money in a way. Token analytics, which actually is pretty cool. We'll look at that. And then a KYC module, which was some kind of interesting to me because it's zero privacy, but there's a KYC module. So we'll look a little bit at that as well. Here's where you can actually go on here and buy the tokens directly, or you can bridge them from one blockchain over to a different one. Here's some of the different partners. Here's the roadmap. And as you can see, here are the different things that have been completed. And then here are some of the things that are coming as well. So we got PureFi phishing protection, PureFi Suite, which is actually a browser extension, a PureFi report, PureFi transaction monitoring, SDK, AML framework. So all of these things are coming in 2023. So these are just going to be some additional things that you can use to keep yourself safe and really just get a good grasp on kind of what's going on around you in terms of the blockchain. And then here's some of the media things that they have with Bloomberg, Cointelegraph, E15, and some of the different ways that you can get in contact with them. But let's go ahead and get into the dashboard. So if you click here on launch app, this will take you over to the dashboard. So this is pretty cool. So this shows you all of the wallets that you have connected that it can read. So obviously it's going to be Ethereum, Polygon, and Binance Smart Chain because that is what it's on. So you actually could come in here and check your address and see what all you have transacted with and the people that you've sent money to, received money from, and kind of see what score they have. Like, are they dirty when it comes to their money? Which, you know, some people might be. It's kind of hard to tell. Some people probably don't even know. But what you would do is you would come here, check your address, and you can see that it requires a subscription. Any good thing is going to make you pay money for it, right? So the ways that you can do this is by purchasing a subscription. You can do it by either doing the UFI token, which is the PureFi token way, which you'll pretty much stake tokens and then they give them back to you, a certain percentage of it back to you at the end of 12 months. So you're pretty much locking it up for a year. You'll get a certain percentage back, but then you'll have access to those utilities for that year. Or you can just do it like it says here. If you don't have it, then you can actually do a full payment in BNB, but you'll be refunded in UFI, which is pretty smart if you actually think about it. So in a year, we will return 80% of your tokens if you decide to lock them up. And then here are the different packages here, which kind of give you the different breakdowns. So it's pretty cool. They have some different tiers, which allow you to do more checks, which give you more, detailed analytics if you're looking at a specific token and some different things like that. So that's what's here on the subscription tab. So if we go over here to analytics, this was really cool as well. This is going to give a very thorough breakdown of a token. As you can see here, this is taking STEPN GMT into account here. We'll go ahead and exit out of this. It tells you the low and the high of 24 hours, the emissions, the volume, market cap, supply, token holders, holders interest, which is really cool because it tells you if they're in the NFTs, meme tokens, different things here that you can see. They have a network graph, a token health chart, support levels, and then a token evangelist. So these are pretty cool. This tells you pretty much how many people are holding the token, how long they have been holding it, and how much. This tells the different support levels for a token. So this was pretty interesting to me because I haven't ever really looked into a token this close, which might be a good thing, or it's actually probably a bad thing. I'm not sure. But this tells you the resistance bar to show you where the major selling points are located at each price level. So this tells you that like $677,000 is loaded up to be sold at $1.69. So some of those things are good to know if you're investing in a token. And then if we come back here as well, I thought this token health one was pretty cool as well because it tells you the growth, the buyers, the sellers, and then it also will tell you here daily holders change, holder amount, max price, min price of the day, USD balance. So I thought that was pretty cool because a lot of times you don't see, like at the end of the day, how many new holders did you have or how much more money flowed into the project. So it's pretty cool that you're able to see that here with this analytics board. And then of course there's the KYC that we talked about, which you could go in there and verify your identity. And then there's some other things you can do here as well. Farming is currently closed. I think that's something that they had initially, but pretty cool that they have all this utility here. And it's just really based off a subscription service. So with that, talking about subscription service, I just want you to know everything that I talk about in my B4B series is non-sponsored. I don't get paid to talk about any of these projects. These are ones that I've really just taken time to dig for. And it's something that stood out to me either because it has utility, it has some major potential to do a lot of X's, or just something made it stand out to me. So, these could literally do flip. These could flop, right? These could literally go all the way past the all-time low. And then it is what it is. But we're looking for the ones that are going to go to all-time highs and the ones that are going to go past it. So, there's a couple of them that might be bad and there's a couple of them that might turn out good. But at the end of the day, if we invest in enough of them that are good, it will equate and then it will take care of the ones that were bad and then it end up working out in our favor. And that's just how it is in life, right? And that's how it is in crypto. So with that, just wanted to show you this project. Once again, it's called PureFi. It's in the zero knowledge category if you're interested in that. So definitely check it out. Appreciate you guys stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Make sure that you comment, like, subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell button so you're notified as soon as these videos are released. I'm going to keep coming out with these series on a weekly basis, but who knows, that is subject to change. Just really dependent on the workload and kind of what's going on in personal life. And with that, there's a train outside that's telling me it's time to cut the video, so that's what I'm gonna do. So make sure, like I said, you comment, like, subscribe. Make sure you leave your feedback. Make sure you support the socials at SCrypto101. And with that, I'm gonna continue to do what I do best and teach you guys to do the same thing, and that is build your bags.